Hello and welcome to the Music Hacks Network. If you're here for the first time, I am Chris Bailey. Tonight we have an interesting show for you. We have keyboard extraordinaire from the 6 Points Band, Mr. Aldaine Goodall. Aldaine, what's up, bro?
Greetings. I are there. I'm there.
Yeah, man, welcome to the Music Hacks Network.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
It's quite a privilege having you on this network because we are from the same parish and the same community.
Yeah. For real. Trust me.
All right, before we actually go into your presentation, Aldaine, I am going to ask you a few questions about yourself so that the viewers and subscribers can get to know you some more.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
I'm, I'm going to ask you to sort of introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Aldaine Goodall. Um, as Chris said, I'm a member of the 6 Points Band. Um, Currently, I'm a teacher. Teach at the Best Care Special Education School. Um, but yeah, outside of that, I am a full-time musician. Um, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, Aldaine, I'm going to ask you to go back to your childhood for a little. I
Yeah.
wanted to make mention of two instances of your childhood that stands out in your mind.
All right. All right. Two instance. All right. So I grew up in a small community called Miller City. That's Sweden, Sparling. If you know Sparling, you should know Miller City. Because you have to pass Miller City if you go anywhere beyond Sparling. Right? Um, I remember one time there were some guys building a tank. They cut down a lot of trees to build a tank. And me and my brethren them, we did idle, young and idle. And we did love the outside and them thing there. So we we wait till them don't use the cement bag them and like when them dig a foundation, them dig it and throw it over. Dig and throw over. So we wait till like the heap get a little tallish, right? And then we smooth it down. We don't know how we smooth it down, but we did smooth it down. I would have take like the cement bag them. Like after them don't use the cement, then we take the cement bag them. Cause the cement bag kind of rugged away, not really easy to tear. So we take it and we just slide down the hill, slide off of the hill where them create from digging the foundation. And I remember the last time I do it, I end up in a one bamboo walk. Like literally fly off of the end of the slide, 'cause it become very slippery now. 'Cause we must say constantly sliding. It get over time it get very, very slippery. So I did we that come down probably me that come down too fast and we just straight over in the bamboo walk. Thank God me did alright and bear things. Alright, another instance now. Childhood. Um talk talk about this already. Shana should know what this one. Um, so
Shada, is it the chat here?
so so there was a Sunday at church when them tell that them would have say, hey, them have like the pastor would have preach and say, yo, all of the parents or grandparents run around and go kiss your grandchild or what. Me, I imagine the lips them a come on my jaw now. Me just run go home. Run go home before she could have reached me. And then, when she reached home, say a cousin call, she had text me run her from church and them thing there. But yeah, That are the two most. Yeah.
All right. I know for a fact that your high school years um, has been one of the most exciting time of your life because I know that's where your musical journey started. Do you want to make mention of some of the experiences of your high school days?
Well, to be honest, high school was very eventful. Like, me never, as in, I was always playing music before, but not to say, all right, I'm gonna take it serious, right? Because you always have that one mad pitney there who always sit down in front of the front of the bench and mimic everything where the drummer do or what. I was that child in church. So I always, till me start play buckets, till me start go primary school, and then we have the one Congo drum, the one red Congo drum as well in primary school. But it about everybody used to fight for play it on Monday morning time. And then we go high school now. Go high school now. I say, all right. First day at Knox. I went to Knox College though. Big up to all of the Knoxites in the place. Right? First day at Knox College. Find the music room. When me find, cause alright, so they announced that them have like extracurricular, like who want try it for extracurricular and them thing there. So I find music room. When me find music room, me say they put like the instruments them around the in the music room, like you have a keyboard over there, so for all those who want play keyboard, bass over one wall, who want play bass, guitar over one wall, and drum set over one wall. When me look over the drum side, about 50 man want play drum. So
Always.
yeah, about 50 man want play drum. So I say, no sir, a drum thing not gonna work out. Cause too much people over there, so I say, all right. Me say in my mind, me say, I always say Roach, Tyrone Chambers. That man, me always call that man name.
Yeah,
Roach,
man.
me always say Roach. I play keyboard, and a Roach really introduced me to the music thing. So I say, all right, I go try the keyboard, and from then till now, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. All right. So what about some of your teachers?
Yeah, yeah. Two, well, three teachers and the principal at the time really pushed me, right? So I feel big up. No, four teachers really. Four teachers and the principal. So I have to big up. First of all, Bonnie Rose. When me just come and Knox, them did start a program with the music. Right? So Bonnie Rose was the first keyboard teacher that I had. Right? And then after a while, Bonnie left. And then came Mr. Wisdom, Mr. Neil Wisdom. Right? Mr. Wisdom taught me a lot. Right? And then move through Mr. Wisdom now. Me meet Mr. Wignall, Alric Wignall, right? And when we meet Alric now, Mr. Wignall, we start take it serious.
All right. So apart from that, what are some of the things that you have worked on to sort of get more competent on the keyboard?
Um, it's mostly live shows. Mostly live shows, mostly church. I mean, one and two recording here and there, as well as practice. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Okay. I take it that you are formally trained, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. Where did you attend school?
Edna Manley.
Or you went to the Edna Manley?
Yes, sir.
So what actually inspired you to attend the Edna Manley College?
All right, all right. So we have to go back to 11th grade, right? So 11th grade, they had this. All right, so Knox always have this trip, right, where the music department would send a few individuals to Canada to to play for the Past Students Association banquet. It was a big banquet that they kept every year. So in a high school, my subject them, I think I was the only one who subject them never have no direction. You know how you know say one person I do beer sciences, my subject them did it all over the place simply because them never offer music. So when me I was selected in 11th grade to go Canada. It was me, Mr. Wignall, Let's, Jovin, the whole away from that era, the signature band era at Knox. Right? So we went there and I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. I'm gonna say one day we did it there. I'm gonna say, say, me feel say this is it though. Like I feel say this is what I'm supposed to do. And so that was late, like well late into the application period for Edna. So I apply for Edna, I never get through the first year. Never get through the first year because of the late application thing. And then no, the next year, I make sure I apply early, and that's how me end up there. Just because I saw what music can do. And it's something that I realized that, hey, yeah.
All right. You could have chosen to pursue many other instruments,
Mm-hmm.
even at your time at the Edna Manley. Why have you stuck with the keyboards?
Why? Um. All right. I chose to stick with it because there's just so much to learn. You know, like if you not to discredit any other instrument or anything like that, but with the keyboard, you know, every keyboard unique, every piano unique, every piano have a unique sound, right? And every time I hear a new keyboard or a piano, me just get excited. Or anytime me hear like a new thing, read the piano, just get excited. And so it just keeps the fire going. So I am never bored of the keyboard or piano.
Okay. Was it during the time of Edna Manley that you got into the 6 Points band?
Yes, yes, from PQ, what people know as PQ they would know it as FMLP, right? We all were in the same year. Well, most of us were in the same year. Me, Salim, Kenado, which people would know as Ken Ellis, um, Kyle, TJ, the whole away. Pretty much all of us met within the first week at Edna. And like after the first month, we say, "I could try farm this thing," and so yeah.
Okay.
And Mr. Michael Fletcher actually helped to farm that group too.
Okay. Um, where are some of the places that you guys have toured?
Well, I haven't toured with 6 Points to be honest with you. My first and only tour came through Roots Underground. Yeah,
R- Roots.
Roots Underground.
Okay, you play with the Roots Underground as well?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Sorry. So tell us your experience with the Roots Underground.
Oh, those guys are amazing. Those guys are all right. So all of them were pretty much big man for me, right? Cause I was me, Salim, and Christoph Mars, and Salim Brownie. We were the youngest. Like so, I was the oldest at 24, and Salim was probably 23 or somewhere there, and Chris was younger than that, right? So and everybody else was like fat enough. So all of the gaps them between shows, the reasoning from them was very informative. You know, Stephen, Charles, and Omar, them man they show me enough things, teach me about the road and how to manage myself on the road as a musician, and them show me some of the little experience that they went through on their first tour, and how how we them come a long way, and them tell us pretty much they shared a lot of experience with us. So that experience, I would say, I learned a lot more than just music. You know, I learned skills that will help me to go further in this thing. You know, yeah.
All right. Cool. What are you currently working on at this time?
Um, um, I'm currently trying to get more familiar with Logic. You know, because the whole idea of being a producer is very fascinating for me. You know, so I am trying to learn more about it as I go along. You know, cause now are the perfect time to do it, cause a lot of downtime now and stuff. And as well as I am, as I said before, I am a teacher, so I'm teaching at a school for the time being. So yeah.
All right. How do you manage full-time teaching with tours, being a part-time musician and all that? How do you manage your time?
Um. All right. So, all right. So, how my thing is at school? I work alongside another teacher, right? So, and plus, I'm only at school from probably like 8 to like 2 or 8 to 1 within that bracket. So, what I usually do, I would put a rehearsal to like 2 or 2:30 to 4:30 or somewhere right there, and like tours now. Um, remember teachers get the same holiday as students. So if them get Easter holiday the entire Easter, or if for the summer holiday get pretty much get the entire summer and stuff like that. The only thing I have to do at school is probably inform them about if I'm leaving the country, or if I'll be away for a little bit. I just have to tell them and stuff, and yeah.
All right. Cool, Alden. What I'm gonna ask you to do now is to leave your contacts, like your social media contacts, so that persons can actually reach out to you.
All right. So I am on Facebook as Aldaine Goodall, spelled right there. All right. ALDAINE GOODALL. I'm on Instagram at Aldaine Goodall, all lowercase, one word. All right. And you can email me at aldaingoodall@gmail.com. Yeah.
Great. Alden, it was a pleasure
Mhm.
sharing with you
Yeah.
in that interview. At this time, I am going to allow you to go into your presentation.
All
Can
right.
you state your topic for us?
All right. The topic is how to use Mainstage adequately for a gig. Yeah, so that is the topic that we're going
All
to
right.
go into.
Why did you choose this topic?
Um, I chose this topic because I think it can be helpful to others, you know, helpful to other people out there who use Mainstage, you know, and if them have any tips, them can share it with me too, you know, and so forth. So yeah, the
All
idea
right.
is just to help somebody else.
Definitely. All right, cool. So let me welcome all the persons who are viewing on YouTube. And I would also like to welcome all the persons who are viewing on Zoom. We are currently speaking with Mr. Aldaine Goodall, and he is going to do his presentation at this time. Over to you, Aldaine.
All right, all right, all right. Even everybody, even. So, all right. First question. First question that I must denounce before we get into the presentation itself. Is Mainstage a worthy replacement for your analog keyboard? And the answer is no. Why? Because a Mainstage, your computer, depends on how you use it, it will crash on you. Right? So it's always good to have a analog setup. You know, whether it be if you have four keyboard, if two of them are analog, that would be good. Right? If a two keyboard you have where one is a keyboard itself, it's always good to have one a live line within the space or the output of the live keyboard. Right? So that with that being said, you know, always can't stress it enough, as this has happened to the best of us, the very, very best of us, right? So, yeah, with that said, let's go into it. Right. So, main stage. So, everybody see my screen, right? Main stage, main stage. We're going to use Real Rock. Everybody know Real Rock, right? Everybody know Real Rock, right? So, we're going to use Real Rock
Yeah, man.
as our canvas for the session, right? Right? So, yeah. All right. So, everybody hearing me? Everybody hear that a while ago, right? So, so we are going to dissect main stage into parts, right? We're going to go creation, how you set up your keys and stuff, or how I set it up, because thing about main stage is that everybody is unique. Everybody use it in different ways. So there's more than one ways to do everything in main stage, pretty much everything, right? So we're going to create the set or create the patch, right? First, I'm going to use the set to play through the entire thing, and then we're going to rebuild the set from scratch, right? Using the other patch that you see there, right? So we're going to first, I'm going to play it using this setup. Second, we're going to recreate this setup. Third, now we're going to see how different situation would cause you to to kind of tweak your setup a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how I use the delays in main stage. Then we're going to go card trigger. Card trigger is a nice little trick, neat little trick in main stage where can make your work a lot easier, especially if you have like cards that are that big, and sometimes when you play, you know, have the time to hold all of the note them together. So we're going to go through all of that. So everybody keep the topics in mind that we're going to go through, right? Hopefully I can finish this within 45 minutes, right? So we can, if you have questions along the way, don't be afraid to ask. All right, stop me if you want me to go over something. So yeah. So we're going to play it. I'm going to play it first, and then we dissect it. All right?
Yeah, Aldaine, but I'm not seeing the screen though.
Oh, you not see the screen? Not.
No.
Hold
Me
on.
I see it though.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, I'm not seeing it.
You see it now?
Hold on, let me see. No.
Me
Everybody
I
else
see
has.
it.
Yeah,
I
man, we
Everybody
don't
else.
can
see.
see it. We can see it.
How comes I'm not seeing it? What's going
I'll
on?
then the screen is there. You have to go ahead. The screen is on.
All right, cool.
You have
Okay,
to go
all right.
ahead.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna play through the set now. All right. All right, so that's a basic idea, the setup for we're going to use. Right? So, here we go. I'm going to recreate this entire thing right now. Right. So, here we go. All right, so
Aldaine, we have lost your audio.
you hear me?
Yes, continue.
Okay, hold on there. I have an idea what's going on. Hello? All right. Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, continue.
All right, so as I was saying, I usually, how I approach Mainstage, I usually go for the most obvious sounds first. So like, the bang, the shuffle, the hands phrase, and them little thing there, right? And so forth and so forth. So we're gonna create the bang with the delay, right? Then we're gonna create the shuffle with a delay, cause you can do the delay both for oop oop oop, as well as oop, depending upon the song, right? But for today, you know, we're going change up real rock just a little bit, just to facilitate both shuffle types, right? So don't crucify me if the shuffle wrong. It's just the idea that matters, right? So we're gonna create the bang already. That's the piano, right? Now we're gonna create the organ. Now we usually create another channel software, then search for the organ that where you want to use, right? In this case, I have a preset that I usually use, right? One, right? I have a preset that I usually use from here. So I have a shuffle created already. So you can see right away as we create the channel strip, we have the whole keyboard. Hold on there. I create as an organ so far, right? Right. So come on. Right. So then how I create the organ delay now is I use delay designer. Delay designer has a really neat trick. So we go stereo and then usually go 16 delayed, right? And then delete pretty much all of them leave one, and then now boom. Well, hold on, we're not looking too fast. Right. So go to 16 delay, delete everything but one. Then now you use A, you draw it over to the next block. You carry it here, so turn it up, and then you should hear. I don't know why I'm not hearing it. You're hearing the delay, right? Right. So then now, all right. So you create the delay organ. You know, say all of your keyboard cannot be the delay organ because you go want, like, if you have bang, you go want to do the you want go or you go want to do things like this, like things like those, right? So right away, you know, say you need to part create the part. So you know, say the highest key, which would that be in this case D, right? So you do that. You choose your lowest key, which would that be E flat down there. So then now, everybody with me so far?
Yes, man, we're here.
All right. So then now you have to so do the octave thing cause this too dark, right? And this in the range where the bass player is, right? So you don't want to have that a clash with the bass player, right? So you want that too dark. So you have to go come here, so now transpose. And no, we're not changing key, we're just changing the octave. So versus how it did dark a while ago, you can get a lighter thing now where it sound like, right? So now with that said, keyboard one done set already, right? Keyboard one finished setup, right? So we'll move on to keyboard two now, which is this one, right? We'll move up, right? So we're going to create, we need back that sound here, as well as we need back the sample here, as well as we need the organ. We need back all of them sound there on the top keyboard, right? Because you have to make it user friendly for you, right? This is how I would set it up. Because this easy for me. This easier for me, right? So we'll go back there now, go back down there, we'll go create. We need three channels. Alright, so we'll go here, so create three channel. Alright, then now you have to move them because there's always a one keyboard which is the master keyboard within Mainstage, right? So my master keyboard is the lower keyboard, cause you know you can't use certain words, right? This is the lower keyboard, which is my master keyboard, which everything starts with this keyboard, right? So if you want a new channel, a new patch, a new whatever, it always go to the master keyboard, which is the lower keyboard, right? Which is my M1 here, right? So now we want it up here, so which is the MIDI, the Novation, right? So we know say all right. First things first, before we even find sound, we have to move it from down there so to up at the top keyboard. So, all right, the MIDI Pro are the interface where me M1 I go through. So yeah, then now launch key, which is the top keyboard, you click that, right, and you do the same for the others. You do the very same for the others, right? Now, all right, here the thing now. So this is the part where you have to kind of zone in pan, right? So, right. First things first, as I say, I usually go for the most obvious sounds first, which is the trombone, right? So, I go for the trombone. All right. So I use stock horns out of Mainstage, literally stock. Like me literally choose it out of Mainstage and use it, right? And then I go in there, turn off that, turn up that, and so far I have my trombone. Hold on. I have my trombone. Have my trombone already. So I like to put a little reverb on it, cause when I observe like O'Shea and them and O'Keel them and them guys they them like a little reverb on their horn. So right? So that give the reverb alone give it a different vibe already. Right? So we have the trombone set. Good. Right? Now we have to make room for the other sounds them. Right? So we go to layer editor. Boom. Choose the highest key, which would be the highest note you're gonna play during the phrase. Right? So the highest note where we would have play in this case would have be D. Right? So you click learn, highest key, whatever, learn, and you just hit the key. And so and you can't then you see it automatically cut down to right? Everybody with me so far? Right. So moving on now, we know so we want about the organ that we use. So once again we'll go back to the organ. Right? You do a little tweaking. However you like it. Right? However way you like it or want it. Right? So we have the organ. Hold on. Keep on I forget that. Alright. So have the organ now. Once again, we have to do a split again. Cause you don't want the organ and the when you go play the trombone, you hear organ, right? So you want clear all of the space of the organ. You don't want any organ within this space. Right? So how we do that? Once again, go to the layer editor and we say, alright, main stage, we don't want the key go no lower than E flat. The E flat above the D what we did choose. So we go so boom. And you see it already. You see it just drop in line with the trombone, right? So next thing now we move forward to is we need the sample. Now here is where I'm gonna show you a little trick, right? Right? So wait. Before we reach us, so once again we need to make room. We really need to make room. So I said, all right. The highest key you want again, same thing. Go. All right. Now, sample. The sample. Right. So once again, we need to layer edit this again so that we know say alright. Right? So we put that in there. So now is anybody familiar with the EXS24 within Mainstage?
Yep.
Alright. So this is what I'm going to show now is one way you can use it to set up a sample. Alright. You can use it in many ways. Right? What I'm going to show you a way, well, one way how to do it. Right? So first you go to your instruments right here. So click that and you see XX24. Usually they're down here. So, but because I use it in my recents, right? So go stereo, and then now here. So now we da go edit, right? You go to the edit thing right here. So this little button, press that, and it a go carry you come here. So right. So me now, me like to check my keyboard and see which B flat me I use for that phrase there. So say this that a B flat 1, B flat 2, B flat 3, B flat 4, B flat 5 empty, right? Cause no sound on the pan it. So that are the B flat what me want use forget that sample there, right? So I usually do is open up my finder, right? And then me find go to the desktop and me come here. So and then me go to the B flat. Cause you see C5 here. So right, see C5, we go all the way up to B flat 5. So B flat 5, right? And then we left it. And then you can hear it now. Right. So EXS24 allow you to add samples. Now, there's a thing to this now where I like to take off the pitch. This pitch here. Cause you see, alright, here the thing with it now. You see, if you leave it on and say you have another sample, like you have another phrase in another key within the same song. Alright, so you want it in the same key with the same song. Right? Once you play it on another key, right, it going to sound within that major scale or minor scale, whichever one you use. Right? So me like to turn this off. Right? I like to turn that off. So when me play it, now usually I don't use this. Right? So you save it as I say um real rock. And you save it too. Cause I have one already, so I save it again and all of that. So yeah. And then you're basically done with in here. So put a little fatness on it. But other than that, you're basically done with in here. So right. So this are the setup for this. That's how you would set up a patch like this. Right. Now, one little detail that I'd like to share with you guys. So say we're creating a delay. I'm gonna delete my bang for 1 minute so that you guys can see what I'm going to do. Right. All right. So usually, what I used to do when I used to want a delay, I usually create the bang, yes, and then within the audio effects of that channel, I would I would have put a delay. So let me load a piano. Right. So Right. So I load the piano. Right. So what I used to do is that I used to put the delay within the same channel. Right. So would I put like the tape delay, because I like to use a tape delay. Right. So when I put a tape delay, right, put it somewhere there and turn it up to about 64, right? And then you can get it. So but now you need to assign a button to it so that when you play it, you when you're ready for it, you can turn it on and turn it off, right? So here you go. So I'm gonna assign a button to it now. See, I have buttons up here, so each button is assigned to the novation, right? So I go so boom, map parameter, and me map it to there, so right. So when I play now, you know, hear no delay. But if I want the delay, I'm gonna have to just turn it on, and you hear. Right? In a sense, that's one way of doing the delay. There's another way now. Right? There's another way. So I have my bang here. This is the way I learned. I actually learned this from a virgin of mine, Paris, who plays for Protege. Right? I actually heard about this from another virgin of mine, Dubwise, right? Robert Brownie. So this is how you can, like, when you turn off your delay. I like to have the tail dying out by on its own, right? So when me play it, like when we go into the regular bang now, me can have that sound there of it not ending abruptly, you know, but rather it just seems like a seamless continuation of it, right? So what I do is that I usually create another auxiliary channel. So I create it. I go auxiliary, boom, create it, and then I go so. All right, put the tape delay. All right, so I go here, so that 64 or somewhere there, right? So this is first thing. Then I go back over to the bang now, and we say, all right, we need to match that channel there, the auxiliary channel, with this channel now. So go for the aux channel. Hold on. Hold up. So, alright. Delay. Alright. So we go bus. In this case, we're gonna use bus 6. Alright. So come back over to the bang now, which is this channel, and we'll add the aux. Which bus we're gonna put on it. So bus 6. Right. So we're gonna turn this up to 0.0 or somewhere there. But 0.0 is always the point at which you want go. Right? So 0.2, not bad either. Right? So now we're gonna assign the same button that we did use to that auxiliary. Right? So alright, so now we go back over here, so and we have to assign this to the so you guys can hear what going on. Alright? So alright, so it should sound like that this is it without the delay. Alright, so I'm going to play it. Hold on. I'm gonna attach the delay. Okay. So I am going to play it one with no delay, and then I'm going to play it and turn off the delay, and you should hear the tail of the delay going on for a little bit while dying out on its own, while you hear the regular bang coming or going through or cutting through that. So yeah, listen up. All right, everybody see that a while ago, right? Yeah, so that's how you manipulate the delay to to facilitate 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 the delay, right? Now we're going back to the organ shuffle for a second, right? Now remember earlier I had said that I would want to demonstrate how you get the two shuffle. So this the one that I made before. Hold on. That delay shuffle, that's just one of them you can get from it. So here comes the other one now. So you use the same delay designer, but you have to restart it, right? Go to the same delay designer, then go boom, you create it, right? Then go to the same 16 delay that we did use earlier. Right now, here is the difference now. Right. So you have to delete the G, delete the G. You leave the F alone. You can't delete the F. Right? So you delete the E, delete the D, delete the C, delete the B. Then you leave with A and F alone. So you move the A over 1 minute. Then you turn up the volume because these are the volume of the delay. Right? Then now I like to turn down the dry part and turn up the wet part, Haha. Inside joke. Anyhow, so so it should sound like oop right now. Right. So that is it. Now if you want to say you want to turn up the tempo, cause say you want to turn up the tempo, you just click change tempo to and say we want go 140. You go. Right? So that. Right, so everybody with me so far?
Yes, man,
Yep,
you're
yep.
doing extremely well.
All right. So now we're going to touch on the whole idea of card trigger now. Right now, card trigger. The thing about card trigger now is you have to know the parts. Like you have to know which instrument play where. Like especially if you use like horns. Like if you use horns, it's always good if you know the different which one of the horn play which part. Always helpful, right? So I carry my mic, go down on our next channel, go down on our next patch. Hold on. Give me a second.
Um, audio is gone. Check your audio.
Sorry, me never put in the mic. Sorry, me never realized. All right, so
Okay.
backtrack. So, all right, I always like to load up a piano first thing because a piano is always helpful when you're distributing parts, right? Because a piano you can't go wrong with distributing parts, right? So, hold on, just borrow the piano from here. So, right, right. So, right. So, a piano is always useful in situations like this. So, so I would go. All right. So when I load up a trumpet first, I'm gonna say, all right, cool. Trumpet. I don't know what the difference between trumpet 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them sound the same to me, right? And then we go. Then we load up a sax, a alto sax. Just to have the alto line there, right? Then we go here, so now, and we say we want a tenor line. So we load up a tenor sax, right? And if you want to go further, you can always add a trombone. And trust me, a trombone is very essential. Or it just give a different vibe to the hand line. Right, so now we have to go in at the hand now, and then we go so boom. Right? Turn off this. Me like to turn up that. You don't have to turn it up if you don't feel like it. Or if you don't want to. Right? Cause I like my hands very thick. So turn off that, and you do pretty repeat the same process for every one of the hands them. Right? Repeat the same process for every single one of them. Right? Now, this are the this are the part now where the harmonies would come in play. So we want the same. So we want that, right? We want that. That are the phrase we will work with, right? So say all right, say I work with an artist, and the artist say, because all of the changes most time is very dependent on how the artist want him tune, right? Because the artist say, all right, Keezy, want the hands them to feel more hands than a trumpet, than a trombone, sorry. He want the full section, right? But you don't have no hand player. So I usually do it this way, and trust me, it sound sound nice. So go from here so now, and we say, all right, we go create it. So you go to MIDI effects, right? Go to MIDI effects, go for the card trigger, and then when you come now, when you forward now, right? We go select multi, right? Then you have to clear up them two thing, yeah, right? Cause then can create problem if you not clear them. So you clear them, boom, clear them. Now, wait, hold on. Before me do that, let me put the key them up at the top. Right? Remember now when I create the exact set what we just do. But this can be placed within that set. Right? So we are isolate this now from the piano. So we have still have the piano and we have the hand them also. Right? Right? Right. 1 second here. I have to do this all the time. Right. Right. So we are create the hand now. So we have our hands. Right. Don't worry about the sound. We're gonna get the sound. Right. So back to card trigger now. Right. So we're gonna click learn. Remember when you come on to card trigger, first thing it'll go to single. But you don't want go single because you have to clear too much for in order to get the plain keyboard for use. So you just go multi and you clear two little something and then now reach us so. So when you reach us now, you go so boom and learn. Then you click the key where you want to use. Right? So me like want to use a B flat here. Right? And this is how my trumpet. Right? So more on my trumpet not to have this key or this note. I want my trumpet to have to have the soprano note or the top note. Right? So we say, all right, we're gonna move the trumpet from a B flat to a D. Right? So the trumpet gonna have that D sound there. And then we come here, so G, A. Wait. Okay. Hold on. B flat. Hold on. No, this alright. No. So here. This is how I always load up a keyboard. Alright, so the trumpet don't need card trigger. Because guess why? The trumpet actually I go play the note where I go use. So this note, trumpet I go play that note there. So you don't need to add card trigger. Alright, so you omit that. Then you go to the sax, alto sax. Alright, you do the same, clear again. So go so now learn. And then now we go carry this down now. I want this play the F. Right? Then the D. Right? Then this now. Play the E flat. Right? So it should sound like right. So that is it for the alto. Then we go to the tenor now. This is where you have to know which register your instrument in, right? Because tenor sax don't in a main stage don't register within the CM register with the alto sax. So we want the CM, right? So right. Okay. important that you have a keyboard with you. All right. So so far it should sound like. And if you want to add the C, because a lot of the times when we play the song, we add the C, right? So we add the. Right? All right. So the trumpet, I'm gonna need a card trigger actually. So create this, clear that, clear that. So we want the go up there, so. See. Right. So play it. Something like that. So that's the basic idea of card trigger. So everybody understand card trigger?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
I'm good.
it basically make your work easier, especially if you have to play especially if you phrase them very fast. It help when you can use a one note instead of have to play 3 notes together fast. You understand? And it sound better, cause you're actually more relaxed that way. You understand? So this is my little 2 cents on Mainstage. Right? So far we covered the basic. If you can work your way through these little things I'm gonna show you a while ago, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to for add or see or even perform very well using Mainstage. Right? So Chris, so we do a question and answer little segment.
Yeah, man. Just clear the screen share.
Oh, sorry.
Aldaine. Whoa. Bro, let me say that I am totally impressed with that presentation.
All right.
You did a great job in executing your presentation, bro.
Thanks.
And I'm seeing Shanake, she's supporting you all the way.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So at this time we are gonna go into our Q&A. At this time we normally invite our communities both on Zoom and also on YouTube to ask your questions that has to do with the topic. All right. So at this time I'm gonna ask guys in the Zoom chat to put your hands up using the icon, and then put your hands up so that we can ask Aldaine the questions. All right, we have a question from Tyresia Maxwell. And Aldaine, you know Tyresia, right?
Yeah, the Maxwell name sounds very familiar.
Yes, but Tyresia lives in your community, and she is a student of mine. Welcome, Tyresia.
Good night.
Good
So,
night.
Aldaine, for how much, when did you discover that you like playing the keyboard?
When? To be honest, for a long time, I never like it, you know. For a long time, I never like it. But when did I realize? I think it was when we back to the 11th grade thing where I got the opportunity to go overseas with the high school. That was in 2013. that's when I realized that I really, really, really enjoyed playing the keyboard. Yeah. It's about
Okay.
9 years now. Yeah. What?
All right, Tyresia. Any other questions? All right, Aldaine, why main stage though? Because I'm sure there are others out there that can do the job, but why have you chosen main stage?
All right. All right. Why did I choose Mainstage? Actually, when I was at Edna, I always hear. All right. The first person I see use Mainstage was Otmar Campbell. I wonder why this man always lunch hour. This man always a come with him laptop and all them jing bang them. But when I hear him play, I say, yo, him sound like, you know, no matter which sound him need to find it. You see me? And then now when we start explore it with Paris now, I realize it, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to use than a lot of the softwares. Cause I think though Ableton is great, don't get me wrong, Ableton is great. But to me, Ableton is Chinese, right? Ableton is Chinese. And Contact by itself, in my opinion, don't push the amount of power or the sound need for sound good or nice. You know, even though you have nice sounds within Contact, but Contact alone not pushing the sound enough. You know, the sound kind of sound weak-ish. Yeah. But Main Sage is like a hub for all of them. So you can use sounds out of Contact, you can use sounds out of Ableton, you can use sounds out of Logic. If you have GarageBand, you can use sounds out of GarageBand. All of them in the one software you can use. Right? As you can see, while during my presentation, you saw me switching between Mainstage and Contact because me borrow some of the sounds from Contact. So that's why I chose Mainstage because it's user friendly and it's like a crossroads for everybody. So everybody pass through Mainstage. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's keep the questions going. Yes, Shanake Shirley. This must be an interesting question. Aldaine.
Hi, Aldaine.
Hello, ma'am.
All right, what you said, first of all, it was an excellent presentation. But it is a lot though. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to know, before you have a gig, how do you
Mhm.
prepare yourself mentally? And two, do you get nervous when you're performing?
All right. All right. How I prepare mentally. All right. So when I get a set of songs to listen to, I listen to them repeatedly. Like I will listen to one song a million times. Right? Listen to one song a million times because guess what? The more you listen to a song, the more you hear a pattern or a sound that you never hear the previous times you listen to it. So I'll listen to the songs or the song a lot. Right? That's the first thing I do. Then then me sit around my keyboard or my laptop and stuff. And me take the time and me make sure say the notes I may play and the rhythm I may play them at correct. So me have that in my head already before me even start dissect nothing. Make sure say me have that in my head already. Then what was part B?
Do you get nervous
Oh,
while performing?
um not while.
Mhm.
I would say the nerves come like just before, like the minute there, the second there, before you go up on stage. That's when the nerves really come for me. But as me start play, it go away. And I used to suffer from nervousness, by the way. I used to really, really suffer from it. And it affected my playing so much. But I got used to it over time.
Okay, cool, cool. All right. I'm checking to see if there are any questions over YouTube. Guys, over YouTube, please type your question in the YouTube chat. All right. Any other questions from Zoom? Aldaine, it seems these guys are, oh yes, slowly. Is this Maxwell?
Yeah, man, that sound like Maxwell.
Yes, man.
Bless up yourself, Sir Max.
Sir
Blessings,
Max.
blessings, blessings,
All
blessings.
right,
What's
good.
up, bro?
But there, Jano. Jano. Yeah, right,
Good to
man.
see you guys doing your stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me actually, I come your country Saturday.
Oh, for real?
I come down Saturday. Hey.
That's great, man. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, man.
That's great. All right, let me say wonderful presentation, although I joined late.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
let me
Thanks.
big up the Music Hacks Network. Chris, big up yourself. Great job. Continue to grow from strength to strength, my bro. Big up all of the other bros, Chadi and Rissy, O'Shane, quite a few persons. Just big up all of them, man. Blessings.
Bless up, sir.
All right. The
Yeah,
question that I
man,
have
one
for
day,
you.
man, there, you know?
Yes, cool. The question that I have though, how do you interface the computer, the laptop with the keyboard? Is it through USB or the conventional MIDI?
It's a mixture of both, Because, alright, if you know the M1 keyboard, so the M1 don't have, and keyboards of that era, so them not have no USB port.
Yeah, because we still have an O and WC.
Right, so, say you have to, in order for use that, if you want to use that through your laptop, the only way you can go is really through a MIDI cable. So what I do, and I do this too, for kind of free up one of my USB space just in case me up on stage like me I practice and say my phone won't charge. I know my phone too far. So me use a MIDI for the M1, me use a MIDI to MIDI MIDI to MIDI cable. That cable, trust me, priceless. Easy for damage though, but priceless, man. They look at something them easy for bend. So you have to kind of be tender with it, right?
Oh.
And then now me use the USB for the MIDI, the launch keyword where you see me I use.
Oh.
So yeah, and if me go, and the thing too, the MIDI cable actually get the sound. Me don't know what about the MIDI cable, but the MIDI cable does make the sound different. It sound richer. Me don't know for why. Me don't know how, but it do it.
Well, remember that it was created for that purpose, so why it's not a good job at it, I guess.
Yeah, man, and trust me, them a goal. Them a goal right now. So you have to protect it. Protect it, man.
All
So
right,
yeah.
brother. Listen.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Sir Max, bless up.
Yes, Chris, man. Big up, man.
All right. I think Chadian has a question, and I realize Chadian is working up a question soon.
Yeah, this is a brother, man.
And O'Shane. Chadian, you ready?
Yeah, what kind of question you talk about, Chad?
Chadian, your hand was up.
When my hand go, brother? Not even virtually. Oh, boy.
Chad, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, my brother. Good presentation, man. Good presentation. But it's not really more of a. It's not really a question. It's more of a suggestion in one sense.
Mm-hmm.
With two things we see though. With the main stage. Mm-hmm. Now at the top part of the concert, where they put the name of the concert, Music Hack.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now the fun thing about up there is that you realize when you click on the top of it to the side, you see all the AUX channels that come up, right?
Yeah.
No, the fun thing about that is that any channel at all you put up there
mm-hmm.
will be you can play
In
them right.
every
You
patch.
can they're in every patch.
Right.
Come down. So
Right.
that one fun thing when we usually use especially when we had certain shows to just
Right.
save time. If me know say I gonna use like a certain keyboard for a piano purpose or whatever purpose, we
Mm-hmm.
just put it up at the top of the concert. So
Mm-hmm.
me know so me not have to think about that ever again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just basically that. It's just really addition. It's not really much.
Yeah.
Still, but
The
really
thing
good
is,
presentation.
another thing in it is that we would have do that, but here, last night when I do the sound check, it give you a problem. So we just find
Really?
something. Yeah. so we just find we solve it and we just work with it.
Right. Well, whatever works. Whatever works.
eh. I want to tell you, say, a new girl me meet this man,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Nigga.
Yeah, man.
All right. All right. Respect, Chad.
All right.
There are two questions from YouTube from any music production.
All right.
All right. The person is asking, what do you do to keep yourself motivated in this current pandemic?
All
What
right.
are some of the things that you're doing?
All right. So first things first. Listen music. Listen music. Can't stress it enough. Listen music. Right? Some me I listen music when me not understand what them a talk about. Right? Me just a listen music. That are the very first thing you have to do. The next thing you have to do now, practice. As Kenny did say in a film presentation, practice pick up your instrument every day. You see, when you don't want, you see, especially when you don't want to do it, at them the time they have to take it up. You know?
Oh Lord, you to the word of the show.
When them the time they when you don't want to practice, trust me. Me have days when I come in from work and I say, yo, I don't want to see no keyboard, but guess what? I your bread and butter that, So you have to no make a day pass and you know take up your keyboard or your drum set or your drumstick or your bass or your guitar or whatever instrument you play. Right? No make a day pass and you know play it. The next thing now, next thing the next thing now, you have to practice with a purpose sometimes. Right? So I mean sometimes you go in there and you go practice to random stuff. However, for the for half the time or if not majority of the time, would I say practice with a list. Right? So practice with say I go do 5 minutes of skills, That way you find say you practice. That way you find say that way you find say your practice becomes more productive over time. Cause you know practice at random. You practice with a aim. And I think too, just do something else. You know? Me like game. Me like cartoon. Me like movies. So when me feel a little demotivated, me watch a cartoon like an animation or a movie or something, you know, just to free up the spirit, the brain, brain gets stressed out after a time. So do something else for a 10 minute or a 5 minute, and then yeah. So yeah,
All right, Aldaine. Final question, and then we let you go, sir.
yeah, man.
Same any music production. The person is asking, which one of the keyboards was your first professional keyboard?
Yo, this keyboard here, right here, the M1. This M1 here has been with me through every stage of my music life. Every single stage of my music life. And it is still working. Right? And I actually bought this keyboard in grade 9 from Mr. Wignall, Mr. Alec Wignall. I bought it from him for 50 grand at the time. Right? Yeah, man.
50 grand.
Bought it. Yeah, man. I bought it for 50 grand. Yo, tell you say when him tell
Big
me
up
say,
card.
tell you say, when him tell me say he must sell it, you know. Me tell him say me a buy it, I mean, don't know where the first dollar come from. You understand? Buy it. Me call my father the same night. And I say, yo, daddy, teacher have a keyboard that sell, you know. So, yo, you know, the money they take long to come still, to be honest with you. Money they take long to come. But him hold on the keyboard because other people didn't want to buy it. But him hold on the keyboard, for me. Cause every day me tell him, sir, me I forward the money, sir. Me I forward the money. Just hold on the keyboard for me. And him hold on it. And this keyboard, I've had this keyboard ever since. And it's the only thing happened to it is that one time I did take a bus with it. Two things happened to that keyboard there since then. One, me did take a bus with it, come a country, and the bus man them they load it bad. So the what I call this now, the joystick, the pitch bend and them thing there, it broke off. And then now this happened for my fault. One time I did go on a wedding, and they almost drive over it. But guess what? But guess what? It's still working perfectly too. Me don't know how many keyboard I can do that with. Drive over it and it still a work. All
That
of the
will
key
be.
them, all of the key them still a work perfect. Not change key or nothing. You know how many other keyboard I can do that with. So yeah, this keyboard has
Different
been
eras of keyboards, brother.
yeah man. This keyboard has been with me for um almost 10 years now. And I'm not sure how long Mr. Wignall did have it before that. So the keyboard here, yeah, strong piece of machine, man. Trust me.
And if I
All
might
right.
answer Chris,
Yes, sir, Max.
if I might add to that, because even my O1W, which is the brother to the M1, I came after the M1. I have it what over 20 years now, 20 odd years. Strong same way the
Yeah,
built, they're
man.
just different in their builds. With the metal body with the O1W, they're just next to none, They're the first set of keyboards that came out with the wave shaping in the way in which they do it. So a good keyboard, man.
Definitely. All right. Yes. Final question from Edward Reed. He has his hand up for a while. Eddie,
Greetings, Sir Chris, and to the team.
bless up.
Not slowly.
I'm
Big up
going to read
yourself.
it.
Keep
Read it.
excited, man. All day and everybody. Big up yourself.
Wagwan, Eddie.
Yeah, man. Good presentation and everything. Enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man,
And
respect.
trust me, whole heap of improvement, bro. Trust me, you impress me.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. I don't know if it's a question, but I have a PSR. I'm proud of it. So if we get a Mac or any other, proud of it, man. So
Yes,
if we
read
get a
it.
Mac, you see, you can connect the Mac to it and its sound as because it uses you come with a you call it now the
USB?
same MIDI.
Oh, MIDI.
But yeah, USB.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it have a USB, it is capable of doing great work, just the same.
All right. So it's a MIDI port it up, right?
All
right. So
yeah,
you can go about it. You can go about it two ways. All right. So one question before me answer your question. You have an interface?
Yeah. I have Behringer. You know if you know this one.
All right. The back of it have a MIDI port, right? All right.
Yeah.
So you can use both ways then. Here the both ways now. So you can go about it one. You can either buy a USB to MIDI cable, which you would have bypass the whole driver process. Right?
Okay.
You wouldn't have to download the driver and them thing there. No, it would read in a main stage as PSR, Yamaha PSR, whichever the PSR them you have. No, you'd have to, with the thing about that now, you'd have to, or either that or it would read as whatever the USB to MIDI cable, whatever the brand is, it would read as that. Alright? But the thing about that is that you have to map it every time you go to a keyboard. Right? Now, the other way I'm gonna tell you about now, which is the way how I use my own. Right? Me use a straight MIDI to MIDI cable. Right? MIDI cable from the back from the middle port, because my keyboard have 3 MIDI port, which is MIDI out, MIDI in, and the next one, I don't know where the MIDI other MIDI be, because the word them
True.
MIDI true, right?
Okay. Yes.
True, right? So me use the middle one that are MIDI out in my keyboard, and me route it to the MIDI in on the back of the interface. So you wouldn't use up your USB port your USB port would have still free to do whatever else you want to do with it, right? And then now that would when you do that now, you'd bypass whatever keyboard you go. All you need for work with, trust me. The only thing you need for work with are your laptop, your interface. You just plug in at any keyboard and you're live.
Right. You see that already.
Yeah, plug in at any keyboard and you're live.
All
right.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to read
Aldaine.
as the interface. So yeah. So yes, sir, Chris.
Okay.
I'm sure all the respect, Eddie. I'm sure all the guys on both platforms would definitely agree with me that this has been a well executed presentation.
Thanks.
And I am truly proud of you because you are from, we're from the same community, and you held it tonight, all right?
Yeah, man.
Bless up, sir, and I do wish you all the
That's
best. I say that?
Yeah, me that say me grow up. You know, see me grow up, literally.
Definitely. All the persons from Knox and Shanaki and all those guys will be extremely proud of you tonight. All right. So respect, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Same to you. Bless up, everybody. Thanks for having me, and it was a pleasure.
Yes,
all right.
Yeah, man. Good.
Okay, guys. Let me make an announcement here for the persons who are on YouTube. I am going to log off for 2 minutes just to set everything with our next presenter. So please be patient. Please sit by your devices. There's a second live stream will be started in a few minutes. And to all the persons who are new to this platform, new to the Music Hacks Network, and you have not subscribed as yet, I am going to impress upon you to click that subscribe icon on YouTube. Make sure you are a subscriber after tonight. Make sure you like the videos. Make sure you comment on the videos, and make sure you share. And above all, make sure you watch all the videos. And I am not seeing enough likes and comments on the videos on YouTube. It's the same presentations that we do on Zoom, and all the persons who are here, I'm asking you please to go over to YouTube and leave a comment. Tell us here at the Music Hacks Network what we are doing correct or what we are not doing correct, what we can improve and stuff like that, all right? Because you're helping this program to be developed, all right? And if you realize we are getting better and better each week, all right? So to our YouTube friends, see you in 5 minutes.